Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me for this brief Yin Yoga practice. If you have a blanket or a towel, then grab that right now and then meet me in a seat. Find a regular cross-legged position. Close your eyes. Bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Relax your shoulders, sit up tall. And let's take 3 breaths together to begin our practice. Inhale through the nose. Feel the belly puff out a little bit with the in-breath. And then exhale out the mouth. Feel the belly pull in a little. Breathe in deeper. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Slowly empty out the lungs. One more like that. Inhale. Slower, longer exhale. And blink the eyes open. And we'll start in our butterfly pose. You'll take the soles of the feet, bring them together. Now, notice if when you do this, if your low back wants to round, and if it does, grab your blanket or your towel and just sit right on the edge of it. Elevate the hips. That'll make this pose a little more accessible. Your feet could be pretty close to your body if possible, or maybe just a little further away as needed. Grab onto the ankles or the feet and then sit nice and tall. Take any rounding out of the low back, relax your shoulders, and just let those knees fall open. Close the eyes and breathe deeply just as we did a moment ago. You can inhale through the nose and sigh out the mouth. This is a very good posture to counter all the regular sitting we do in a chair, in a car, at a desk, on the couch. Opening up through these hip joints. No tension in the body. Let the legs heavy down with gravity. Let the spine be tall. Few more deep breaths here, and let's slow them down even more. We'll inhale together for a count of 4. Starting here, breathing in, 2, 3, 4. And then exhale, 2, 3, 4. 2 more like that. Inhale slowly, 2, 3, 4. Nice and tall. Exhale slowly, 2, 3, 4, tall through the spine. Inhale, slow and smooth. And start your exhale, long and steady. Blink your eyes open. Take your hands to the outer edges of the knees to help bring them in. And then if you're on the blanket, just move it to the side. And we'll outstretch our legs long. Sit up tall. So notice if the low back wants to round, it might. Get tall through the spine. Relax shoulders down. Flex your feet. And then bend your right leg, hug it in, and cross the foot over the left leg. And then again, sit up nice and tall. Keep flexing those left toes. You might feel a lot of sensation here in the right outer hip, or maybe this is quite gentle for you. So check in for yourself. We'll take 2 breaths here and maybe we'll add on. Breathing in as you sit nice and tall. Exhale, stay tall in the spine. One more round of breath in and out. Good. So if this is quite a lot for you, you're going to stay here and get a little more time in this variation. If it feels possible, wiggle that right foot to the side so you can stack your top knee with the bottom knee. And then inhale, lift a little taller through spine, flex bottom toes, and then maybe lean forward a little bit. That's going to intensify that stretch in the right hip. And then stay tall in the spine. Don't let your back round. We round a lot throughout the day. Breathing in, relaxing shoulders. Exhale, maybe fold a little deeper. Now, if this is quite a lot, you feel the stretch in the right glute and hip, or if you have a sensitive knee of the straight leg or prior injury, just stay as you are. Otherwise, you'll take that bottom foot and bring it in next to the right hip, next to the right glute. Make sure you're not sitting on it. So this is called shoelace in Yin or cow face in yoga traditionally. Heavy through your sits bones, lift tall here. If you need more sensation, bring your feet closer to the front. If it's a lot, back off and come to a previous variation. Staying tall through the spine, even if you choose to fold forward to intensify, the spine stays long. You could bring your hands down, heavy through your hips, and just take a few deep breaths here. This time, can you exhale out the nose? And we'll slow our breath down, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. 2 more breaths here. Slow inhale. No rounding for this practice. Exhale, spine is tall, hips are heavy. Feel that stretch where you feel it in the body. 1 more breath in. Exhale. And then we'll come on up, walk yourself up if you folded. And then bring your hands behind you, take your feet wide, do a little gentle swish, swish windshield wiper. So you can stay in these postures longer. If anything is too intense, you stay at an earlier variation. And if you do this video daily, you'll notice the changes more quickly. All right, let's do second side. So first we start with legs out straight, sit up nice and tall, flex your feet. Hug your left leg in now, and then cross that left foot over. So foot is flat on floor, and then hug your chest in towards that thigh, flex those toes. You might feel this a lot, and this is where you stay today. That's great. Breathe here. Inhale, and exhale. Good. If this feels like enough, stay. Otherwise, can you scooch your left foot to the right and stack that top knee on top of the bottom knee? So we're now in this half cow face, half shoelace. Sit up tall, flex the right toes. Inhale here. As you exhale, maybe you lean forward a little bit to deepen stretch, but you keep your spine long. 1 more breath in this variation, and then maybe you'll add on. Breathing in, exhale. Okay, if that lower knee is sensitive, stay as you are. Otherwise, you might try shift a little to your right, bring right foot next to left hip. So you might even scooch a little to the right so you're not sitting on the foot, and then the knees stack on top of each other. Sit up nice and tall. You can deepen this if you want to by bringing the feet forward more. I'm still in this variation for now. Inhale, sit tall, relax shoulders. Exhale, maybe you hinge forward, deepen the sensation. Hips stay heavy, breathe in. Exhale, spine long as you lean forward just a little. Few more breaths here. In and out through the nose. Long, slow breath. Notice if you're putting a lot of weight in your right glute, equal distribution between both sits bones. One more breath in, maybe a little taller through the heart, barely visible. Exhale, fold a little more. Good job, everybody. Well, come on up, hands behind you, unravel your legs. One more time, little swish, swish. Really good to open up the hips if you sit, drive, walk. Get this nice openness through these big muscles. All right, last posture for today's practice. We'll open a little bit through the heart and chest. So grab your blanket or your towel. You'll want it to be kind of like in this shape to begin with, fold it a couple times in half, and then we're gonna roll it up really tight. So you're gonna find that edge, you're gonna roll your blanket, your towel, so it's a nice tight roll. We're gonna put it on our mat like so. And then reach back behind you, give yourself a hug and find your shoulder blades. Find the bottom of the shoulder blades, and that part, the bottom of the shoulder blades, is gonna hang over the top of our folded blanket. So as you lay down, you'll slowly back yourself down. Find the bottom of the shoulder blades so they can hang over that blanket. And head is down on the mat, arms go wide, palms face up. And we lay and breathe here. This is a really good pose to counter all of our driving, texting, reading, cooking, rounding. If there's any pinching or tenderness, just adjust yourself on your blanket roll. We'll take a few deep breaths here. And this is where we'll end our time together. So you might decide to stay here for maybe 5 to 10 more deep breaths, maybe even 5 more minutes if you have the time. When you're ready, you'll roll to one side and carry on with your day. So let's close with one more breath together here in this lovely heart opener. Inhale through the nose. Sigh out the mouth. Have a great day, and I'll see you on your mat tomorrow.